we're on.
What are you really gambling with?
The Flemington Carnival might be behind us, but there's still Group 1 action. We've got the CF Orr Stakes this weekend at Caulfield Race.
We do. I'm very keen on my namesake in that race, and we have a new leader in the Self Trumpeters.
And one of the best quizzes of all time, so you better make sure to stick around.
Coming up next, hold all tickets. Welcome to another episode of Hold All Tickets, brought to you by Tab. Watch every race this spring carnival across 4 main channels with the fastest live vision on Sky 1, Sky 2. We survived the Flemington Carnival. It was magnificent. It was big.
Yeah, it was a cracking carnival. It was the weather played a little bit of havoc, but they still got really good crowds. It was good racing. I mean, the best horses generally won the big races, and Fisher went off after the last, and it was good to see Mark Zara getting involved there after his huge carnival. He was the jockey of the carnival, so no, it went off without a hitch, really.
Marcus, you were at Fisher, weren't you?
No. Oh, no, I didn't actually end up going to Fisher afterwards because of the weather, and a few of us were way too
he had the
not a true Fisher fan.
And there was a marquee next to us that had heaters, catering. It was so good. So definitely went in there for a cheeky
good way to finish off, though, wasn't it? Yeah, good initiative by everyone involved. There's still Group 1 racing, which we're going to get to in a minute, but we're pretty much through the Spring Carnival. Who were some of your highlights, and what are some of the horses that let you down, and also ones that went to a new level this spring?
Well, Zara was clearly the jockey of the carnival at Flemington anyway. 8 wins, 23 rides, and the 3 big Group 1s. The Giga Kick win was a real highlight, and especially Clayton Douglas' celebration was very entertaining.
Brilliant,
running along the fence there in the rain. The Strictly Business story was a cracker. She's out of a $600 mare who was absolutely legless on the track. She was hopeless. So, real successful breeding there, and she only won a maiden 13 days ago. So that was huge. And a lot of her owners paid $100 to go into that horse, which is...
They're the great stories in racing, aren't
incredible.
they? Yeah.
Just cheap as chips.
Bunch of blokes in Ballarat. One guy that I know, actually, $100 they put in each, and now they're Group 1 winning owners.
Wow.
But horses that let me down look, they didn't necessarily let me down because I didn't back them, but the Hawks 3-year-olds were awful given the hype. Devil Knight, Nepotism and Federalist, they were all very, very disappointing. You can probably throw in Swift Falcon as well, and even Briassa. I know he won a Group 2, maybe second up, but he was a bit of a flop given the hype. And Tom Kitten had a bad preparation. I know he placed in the Champions Stakes, but... he was probably a bit of a letdown. Things didn't really go his way a couple of times with bad barriers, but he was a bit of a letdown.
What about you, Marcus?
Tentaurus as well stood out for me. Obviously won some money on that, as did everyone. Yeah. But there's probably another couple from the Black Book that made their way in. Your Pinot Nero.
That was a really good one. Been good to us.
Yeah, had a good spring. But there was one that started in the Black Book, Brownie, that you... we're kind of let down by.
Nadal. I was so excited to watch this horse come back, and I know it had the issues with its feet. I think I picked it to be the horse that I wanted to own at the start. And
raised a few eyebrows.
It did, a little bit. I probably had a higher opinion of it than you did. But the first up run at Caulfield was a pass mark just. We probably said, it was a good deck.
They said it was too firm. It was a bit of Goldilocks. It was too firm.
And then the rain came on Saturday and it was too wet. So I think Nadal was a massive flop. And Private Harry as well was one that, we had pretty big expectations around maybe the Everest and the horse never quite got going. And the unluckiest bloke in racing was Ash Morgan for mine. Yeah. Because you got to remember, he rode half yours in the Caloundra Cup and then again in Sydney.
And then did nothing wrong.
And then there was the fork in the road moment where he thought the horse was going to go to the Kingsford Town and didn't make the field. Yep. He'd agreed to ride Private Harry in the shorts, which meant when the horse went around at Caulfield, they needed a jockey. Jay McKay jumps on. The rest is history.
A double.
If he could have his time again.
Would have been a tough watch for him. Not as tough as probably Kiramar, who sold half yours for $300K.
Point Barrow was the other one that I thought was two unbelievable
very
efforts.
Exciting horse. But the other flop was the Nadal colours. Aussie Kier had a horrible Flemington Carnival, not one winner, and a lot of them just spun their wheels. Birdman and the 2 Cups runners, Valiant King and Buckaroo. Obviously, Buckaroo had issues, but they were both beaten out of sight. So yeah, not a good one for Aussie either.
It goes in waves a bit, doesn't it? Because only 3 years ago they were winning everything, Cox Plates and Caulfield Cups and Melbourne Cups with Very Elegant and all those different colours, I know, but same ownership and now they can't buy a winner.
Yeah, he's got plenty of cash though. He'll be
it won't
all right.
affect them. All right, we'll jump straight into the Group 1 because it is the CF Orr Stakes and smallish field, but Jimmy Star for Tab, $1.95 favourite and rightfully so. Angel Capital, $3. Evaporate, who's had a really good campaign, $5. Then $16 Vinrock. Bazasto, $19. Pinstripe, the Group 1 winning horse at Caulfield, $31, and then $100 for Mighty Ulysses. This looks pretty straightforward on the back of what Jimmy Star did in the Russell Balding, you'd think. Yeah,
it looks a straightforward map and a straightforward race, really. I mean, Vinrock and Evaporate will probably roll forward from the 2 outside gates, and then you'd imagine the 3-year-old probably leads them. Angel Capital, I think, settles at the rear, and Jimmy Star, he's showed in his last 2 starts that he doesn't have to be right out the back. He's actually got a little bit of gate speed.
Yeah.
So I think he can land a pair or 2 in front of Angel Capital, which should give him the advantage over that horse. I mean, he was unbelievable last start, just blew them away in the Russell Balding. He's a Group 1 winner over this trip, so the rise to 1400, no issue at all. And he's a horse that loves a bit of juice in the track. It's not going to be too wet, but you'd imagine it'd probably be a soft 5 by the time it rolls around, which is right in his wheelhouse. So, yeah, I'm really keen on Jimmy Star in this race.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you can get even money about that horse, it's a bet. Do you like the Orr being after the Flemington Carnival?
They really haven't settled on this last day. They keep shifting things around. I think it was the 1,000 guineas that they had as the last Group 1 last year. So, yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know what they're trying to do with having the Orr this late in the piece, but I mean, it's a small field, but it's going to be an interesting race. There's 3 quality horses in it, and then it drops away a fair bit.
Yeah, Jimmy, clearly. It's just whether you multi that up. It depends how short you get in when they're about to jump.
He might be featuring in our betting plays later on.
I think the horse that you might be able to multi it up with could be in race 7 at Caulfield, which is a Sandown Guineas. This is a nice race, but she's an alibi as $1.75 short, but absolutely deserves to be that price. Burma Stars $5.50, Tagline $9, Pictus $15, double figure odds the rest of the field here. But this Moody Coleman horse, very, very talented.
Apparently she went up $3 early in the week, which a few, savvy punters snapped up because she's not going to be starting $3 on Saturday.
Probably not for long.
She's just the horse to beat clearly with any sort of luck. Her 2 Victorian runs have been outstanding, 3rd to 10 Tyrus.
Yeah, in the Gothic,
which is handy enough form. And then blew them away at Flemington last start. Once she saw daylight, she just put an absolute gap on them. This really doesn't look much harder at all. It's just the mile is the new challenge for her, but the way she relaxed last start in behind them and then just, as I said, exploded when she saw daylight. I don't think the extra 200 is going to pull her up. And it's a race that does drop off a fair bit outside the favourite. I thought a horse that might be an improver was Sentu Kavadi. Tipped it last start. It was horrendous. It was so bad at Caulfield. It was too bad to be true, though. The trainer said that it might have choked down, so there's a lot of gear changes here, tongue-tie first time. If you go back to its previous form, it was pretty good for this, and I think it will run a strong mile. So it was maybe the value in the race, but for me, she's an alibi. Same boat as Jimmy, very hard to beat.
Yep, absolutely. That could be the multi. Race number 9, the Thoroughbred Club Stakes. This is a nice little $1 million Group 3. Another shorty, but I'm a bit reluctant to be diving into My Gladiola. $2.10, and really, really good horse. Inkaruna's $5, Surf's up $11. Massive price for the rest of the field here. But we've tipped 2 shorties. Where are you looking in this race?
Not with the shorty.
Yeah.
Looking at the speed map, there's a fair bit of early speed from those drawn out wide. Tomato Toasty, interestingly named.
There are some good names in this one.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Thanks Gorgeous and Rohija. They all will probably get across those inside runners. My Gladiola being one of them. I think she's the best horse in the race, but hate barrier 1 for her in the big field. She's not a brilliant beginner. The Flemington straight suits her where she's run really well. Clean air, it doesn't matter if she's slightly slow away. She can find the best part of the track, but different around a bend.
What barrier is best at Caulfield, especially over this
for
distance?
her? I think anywhere, 5, 6, 7 would have been ideal for her, where she doesn't need to go right out the back, but she's at least on the outside of horses. Here, she's going to be dictated to a fair bit. So I've gone with Inkaruna, who has drawn barrier 7, beaten by a genuine star on Oaks Day, Point Barrow, our favourite horse here on Hold All Tickets. 1.25 lengths off that horse is good enough form for me. So I like her stepping to 1,200. So I've got her on top. From my Gladiola, who's going to need a hell of a lot of luck.
Yeah, it's just a race I'm going to watch. I don't think I'm going to play in it at all. But happy to have a bet on the card, but that's not a race.
We've got a black booker in this race, Taina Alele. She's a good horse, but this looks bizarre placement for me. They're obviously chasing the $1 million carrot, but like she only got warm late over 1,400 last start behind She's Alibi. It was really good through the line, and you thought, a mile next start would be great. Like she would have been better placed in the Sandown Guineas. But here she comes back to 1,200, which just doesn't look suitable at all for her.
We're on for spring racing. Watch every race live with 4 live channels, plus the fastest vision on Sky 1 and 2. Trials, replays and previews, all on Sky Plus on the Tab app. Tab. We're on.
What are you really gambling with?
There's still some good racing up in Sydney as well, which we'll touch on. But first, we need to get to it's the business end of the year here for the Self Trumpeters, and this is where the leaders really stand out and win it.
We might have a new leader.
Oh, here we go. I like that.
It's a close list this year.
Yeah, it is. It's been good.
Yep. We'll start with one vote for Tom Papley. Subtle trumpet from
on his honeymoon.
From the Pap.
Deserved.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Deserved.
He posted a holiday snap of him holding a lolly. I've never heard of this lolly. Maoam. How would you pronounce that?
M-O-A.
Mauam?
Moam?
Moam?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never heard of the lolly. Anyway, with the caption, top 3 lolly in wrapper for mine. So it was an interesting post. But it was more about the background. So the background is the trumpet, because he appears to be sitting on a sun lounge holding up this lolly, and then he's got an infinity pool in front of him overlooking the ocean. So it's more...
So it wasn't about the lolly.
It's more look at me, look at where I am. I don't know what he's doing with that lolly. Most people would have a cocktail or something. He's just sitting there stuffing his face with
Had
lollies.
a winner too over the carnival too, which he thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Get it fixed, is it?
Yeah.
Well, was it him who copped some flack? Didn't someone have a go at him, or he had a go at someone for saying they had a bit of a gut?
Yeah, Toby Green.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That doesn't put him off having the lollies. 2 votes. Champion ratings. This one was Saturday night. So posted a summary of his best bets for the day. The lazy 18 best bets from all over Australia. Everywhere from Alice Springs to Hobart. Sounds like you, Browny. I didn't check every result, but a fair percentage of the 18 got the chocolate.
Okay,
so
that's good.
That's a trumpet in itself.
Yeah.
But then he's gone with the caption, my bets today. Let's just say the wife is up and about.
Right.
So, I don't want to delve any deeper into that. Maybe just a nice meal to celebrate in a couple of
good
wines.
open relationship too, because I know that I don't really tell my partners what I'm betting on a Saturday.
Definitely not the statement.
Yeah, she'd be like 18 best.
We only told her the ones that got up, obviously.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
2
Did
votes.
I say my partners then? I meant I'm single. So
I didn't want to say anything. But
You're getting yourself too deep.
You've dug your own hole. 2 votes also, and this was a late entrant. This has propelled him to the top of the leaderboard. Wayne the Whiz Ormond. So professional punting posted, touchdown is a city class horse, but he doesn't ride himself, etc., etc. Has always looked a well-sourced horse from New Zealand. So the Whiz quote tweeted that with, well found by the same bloke who found Mr. Brightside. I hope he turns out half as good. So obviously we know the bloke that found Mr. Brightside is Wayne Ormond, as he reminds us every second day.
Yep.
So 2 votes for the Whiz. And to round us out this week, 3 votes for Ryan Reynolds, racing.com journo, not the Hollywood actor.
I was going to say.
Jeff Riddle posted Flemington greater than Royal Ascot. Discuss. Rhino took this as an opportunity to pull out his trumpet and give it a good old blow. So he posted, having been to both and had runners at both, unnecessary, nothing beats the 4 days of Cup Week. So he's just letting everyone know He's been to Flemington, he's been to Royal Ascot, he's had runners at both meetings. That is a 3-voter every day of the week. Get your hand off it right now.
Good stuff. Well, we've only got a few more weeks to go, so that leaderboard is looking fascinating. See who gets the chocolate.
Wayne, I think, is now 1 vote clear of Manny. Those two have put a little bit of a gap on the rest. Miles Fitton is always lurking in the shadows, though.
Very good. Great racing up in New South Wales, as I mentioned, at Newcastle. And we've got the $1 Million Hunter, which is a really, really good Group 2 race here. Interesting field, this one. It's pretty wide open. The tab market's got Yorkshire at $3.60. Cold Crushers $4.40. Accredited $7. Clear Thinking $9. Ostraka $9.50. And then we get up to a double figure odds for the rest of this very, very big field. But where did you land here in the Hunter?
It's not a race that excites me betting wise. I thought it was a pretty tricky race to dissect. So I'm happy to follow you in. But with my top pick, I went with Accredited just because it looks to get the best run in the race.
Yep.
It's a really nice map. 54.5 kilos, looked home first up over 1100, but was touched off right on the post. A horse diving through late. Suited up in distance, should strike his preferred ground. He's won 6 from 10 on dry track. So I've got Accredited on top, but yeah, Yorkshire's in the game, Coal Crusher's in the game. It's an open affair.
Yeah, Accredited 5 kilos lighter as well. Is that play?
Yeah, it's a nice drop in weight for the rise in distance.
Yeah, the horse that I've been following right throughout its short preparation, it's a 6-year-old, but lightly raced, only the 7 starts, has been Clear Thinking.
Yep.
This horse was bred by the Queen, and it's out of Sweet Idea, right? So I've had a close eye on it.
Spot for it.
The Massaras bought the horse when she passed away, and mainly as a broodmare, but raced her. She came out on debut and won by, I think, 8 or 9 lengths, and you went, wow, and has just gone through the grades, won 5 out of 7. The 2 losses have been inhibitions, good horse,
Yep.
and then wasn't too far off commemorative, which is a Group 1 horse. So a really good win first up. I think $9 is pretty reasonable value about this horse, and it's got plenty of ticker. So just like her mother. So I was happy to have a small each way play.
Yeah, I wouldn't talk you out of anything at each way odds in this race.
Yeah.
So, I might follow you in there.
All right, Clear Thinking, not something that I've been doing too much in the last week, but I'm now focused, razor sharp. Black Booker time, because we have got a couple of Black Bookers, which, I think one of them is a chance. Who are we adding, who are we subtracting, Lammy?
We'll start with the subtractions. Engshudo is gone.
Yep.
It was a really disappointing run the other day after enjoying a lovely run in transit. Get a good feeling we won't see her again for a while. She was obviously beaten in the Oaks. She was our Oaks horse. And Shadizi ran okay the other day, but I don't think we're getting a win out of him this prep. So they're gone. See you later. In Libertad, 4th in the Champions Sprint at monster odds, was badly drawn in barrier 1, was poorly weighted at weight for age, but ran a blinder. So he goes in. He's only had 3 runs for the prep. So still listed as active on Racing Australia, so they haven't gone to the paddock yet. So it'd be nice to get 1 or 2 more runs out of him. And the other one, this is real brown dog areas here.
Oh, here we go.
Overboost, an 8-year-old with 53 starts to his name.
That's wild.
Second.
Where have you found this?
Second in a benchmark 56 at Mornington on Monday. I was cleaning out the shed. It's something I've been putting off for a long time, and thought I'll have a little quaddie at Mornington to get me through the sweeping and whatnot. And I had this horse in the quaddie, and it should have won by 2 or 3 lengths, and it didn't.
Where did it finish?
Second.
Yeah.
Okay. It zoomed late. It was just held. It was a shocking watch. But putting it in the black book, because I think we might get it back next start in similar bad company, let's be honest, benchmark 56. But yeah, it's not a horse that's going to be in the black book for long, Brownie. It'll just be next start.
Okay.
If it wins, happy days. If it loses, see you later. So Overboost and Libertad are the 2 horses I'm adding. You got anything to add?
I'm adding one as well, also from Monday at Mornington.
No.
Race 7, Every Little Thing, the David and Coral Feet runner that completely bombed the start. It looked race over and absolutely flew late to finish 3rd. It just missed over the 1200. So, a few things went against it. But I'm more than happy next start to have something on
it's
every
the end
little
of the
thing.
spring when we're adding 2 horses from Mornington on Monday.
That's my bread and butter. Also, Brave Miss, so Caulfield Race number 5, held up badly down the straight on Cup Day. It was a horror watch. And the query for me with Brave Miss is 2,000 back to the mile. I'm just not sure, but it's going around at $10. So if you're prepared to back up on Brave Miss, which would have finished much closer than 4th if it got a crack at him on Cup Day, happy to have something on it.
Yep. We've also got Vestas, which I'll mention a bit later on. And Belle de Tal was the other black booker who was in race 6 at Newcastle. Excellent first up over 1,500, which was the black book run. Now goes up to a far more suitable 1850, drawn well. I think should take plenty of beating. So would recommend a bet on Belle de Tal. Pinot Nero also goes around
100 to 1.
100 to 1.
Yeah, I think it might be
a couple of bucks
bridge
each
too
way
far.
or a little bit
Well,
outclassed.
You have to have something small on it, but I'd be very surprised. I think it's just a midweek operator.
Yep.
Bit like me.
Fair.
Sign up to Punters account for free access to our Black Bookers feature. Don't miss a single race. Go to punters.com.au and sign up today. Best bets time. Now, last week was an anomaly.
I think we have the quiz first.
Stop trying to skip the quiz. He doesn't want to be embarrassed any further. And
Don't you want to get off the mark?
He's gone and done it.
I'd love to, but I'm almost like, I realise that you're just far too strong for me. So, all right, okay. I'll let the quiz squeeze in.
This is a fresh quiz. It's overall spring carnival, so it's not too difficult.
At least it's fresh in our minds.
Should do it right, yeah. And we'll start off with question number 1. Half Yours became the 12th horse to do the Caulfield
Brandon.
Cup.
Melbourne Cup, double.
Is that your answer? Or are you just trying to finish off the question there? That is horrendous. You know what, Lammy? I might as well skip that question and just give it to Lammy. Did the Caulfield Cup, Melbourne Cup double following which horse?
Without a fight.
Without a fight is correct.
That is
probably the worst quiz moment of the whole entire spring. Question number 2. Mark Zara had how many winning rides?
Lamb dog.
It's a new nickname.
Lamb Dog.
Who's ever called you Lamb Dog?
Olivia out there.
Olivia, that is actually true.
Lamb dog, 8 winners.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
How many winning rides on Derby Day?
On Derby Day, he had 4.
Correct.
1 all.
Bang. Jeez, you boys just love finishing a bit too early there. Question number 3.
quiz
With
either.
the self-proclaimed dog nicknames too as well. There's a bit in common here. Question number 3. Which horse finished last in the 2025 Melbourne Cup?
Lammy. Buckaroo.
Buckaroo is correct.
Did it finish at all?
It was beaten
It was 99 lengths.
So I must have
Okay.
got across the line.
Okay.
Just about. Question number 4. Karying Rising won the $20 million Everest. But which horse finished second?
Lammy. Tempted.
Correct. So what is that now?
3-1.
So
How many we got
you-
left?
2 questions left.
Okay.
So you can
We
come
get a
away with a
bonus
draw
point.
with this quiz.
We've
And
got
one of the
bonus.
questions does feature you, Brown Dog.
I should get that right.
This
then.
one. Actually, no, we'll throw it in now just to
Okay.
give you a bit of a chance. How many questions has Brown Dog answered correctly on the quiz so far on Hold All Tickets, including the quiz great question?
Okay.
Multiple choice, 2, 4, 6, or 8?
I'm gonna
6.
let him answer.
It's definitely
6 is correct. He definitely doesn't go back and watch the tapes to see how much he gets right. 6 is correct. So if you get this question right,
All right,
Brownie.
this is for double points.
Yeah, why not? Double points. J-Mac won the Cox Plate on board Via Sestina for the 2nd consecutive year. But how many consecutive Cox Plate wins has he had?
Lammy. Ooh.
5.
4.
The correct answer is 4.
I was about to say 4 as well.
You had the
I don't
cheese.
deserve to win.
You had it in your hands.
You had it, and it's fumbled.
Drop the World
Wow,
Cup.
that is.
The
The viewers are disappointed.
I was more competitive. Yeah. Now, we had an anomaly last week because both of our best bets got scratched.
I had 2 and they were both scratched.
Yeah. And mine got scratched at the barriers, which was 10 Tyrus. So apologies for that.
$5 Omen place bet get up.
Forget
about that. Who was the horse?
Just a horseman or a horseman.
Horseman. All right, let's jump into best bets because I've got a strong feeling that we'll nail it this week.
All right, I'm taking 2 trebles. So we're gonna close with a bang. $50 treble firstly on Vestas to win, into She's an Alibi to win, into Jimmy Star to win.
Nice.
It was about $13 when I wrote this down, but She's an Alibi has been backed, so it might be a bit shorter than that. And the other one was 50 on She's an Alibi, into Jimmy Star, into Inkaruna to place, which was closer to $6.80. So those 2 trebles for me on Saturday.
Beautiful. My best bet is race 4 Caulfield, Beast Mode. This horse is absolutely
away from the valley.
Away from the valley. Unfortunately, it's racing at the valley's over for a few years, but 1,000 up to 1,100 is a slight concern. But I just feel like this horse is absolutely flying. It's rattling off time. It doesn't matter that it's drawn out wide because it's just going to ping the lids and go to the front. And any horse that's running the same sort of times as Imperatrice and horses like that, I know the Valley's a different story, but can win away from the Valley. And if it runs anything near what it has done the last couple.
Drying track helps too.
Yeah.
We'd want it to get into the soft 5 or good 4 range.
And we know that the horse will be in front with sort of 50 metres to go. I'm just hoping it can hold on because it will be dying at the back end of the 11.
It's been good to you, this prep.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it? So it's probably a bit short, but I still think it'll be winning and winning well.
Yep. I've got a few Omen bets for you this week. So just to round off a good spring, we went over to Ascot race number 9, number 15, Hard Solo. We've obviously had plenty of those throughout the spring carnival, so it's about time it pays us back and gives us some money back.
Great. Up the Hard Solo.
Yeah, it's a $14 place though, so that's just a place. So look, I don't hold out any hopes, but let's hope it gets up. We go Caulfield Race 2, number 5, Haaland. If it takes after its namesake, Haaland in the Premier League, obviously, he's got 14 goals in 11 games. And
it won last start too, didn't it, Haaland?
It did win last start as well. It's won the last 2 starts, actually.
I'm not a big soccer fan. Is he an absolute gun?
Yeah, he's a robot. He's known as an absolute robot, so hopefully this horse is one too. Get that $19 cheeky each way.
Pretty good for a horse going for 3 on the bounce.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then Caulfield Race 5, number 5. This one's for you, Brown Dog. I know you love the Playboy Mansion so much, obviously. You've just talked about on this show. I thought you'd appreciate this runner. Also won its last start, Miss Play Lounge, $10 for a place at Caulfield Race 5, number 5.
There's a place here in Melbourne called Play Lounge, I think.
I've
never attended.
Well. No, never.
I don't know where it is, but I've heard some friends talk about it. That's the end of another magnificent episode of Hold All Tickets, brought to you by Tab. Follow the Hold All Tickets page on Bets Friends and copy all our tips for the weekend and plenty more. Good luck, punters. Enjoy. See you next week.
We're on.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.